going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of AJ Joe Show, Monday, June 16th.
What up?
Fucking hot.
Woo!
Heat
Too
wave.
hot. Too hot.
I think of
Heat wave.
Whoopi Goldberg at the beginning of Sister Act. Heat Wave. Remember that?
I'm trying to think of the exact. Did she say something?
That's when she's singing it in the casino.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's her song. Because I just recently watched it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, man. 100 got up to 102 yesterday.
No way. It was hot
Yes,
as fuck.
sir.
I know that. So I believe you.
Yeah, man.
Bro, my AC's out on my car.
Oh,
It's rough, and I'm like in the limbo of like taking it to go get fixed. I don't know if the guy that I've been using actually is the guy to go to, kind of thing. You know what
do you
I mean?
know
So
if
I'm
it's like the compressor? Does it need to be recharged?
well, yeah,
or-
no. The thing is he said that it needs the whole new shebang. So $1,000 is what he told me. But the thing is I have confidence in him doing that. But I've had a piece I have a piece that he's replaced in my car. I've talked about it probably before.
Yeah.
And it when I got it done, it was a 3-year warranty, parts and labor, however he does it, dude. And literally, he's redone it for free like 5 times for me.
Yeah.
And it breaks every 6 months, and he just redoes it. And it's been not 6 months because
Yeah.
we're on 3 years. Yeah, that makes sense then, right? Because you get six months out of 3 years, and it's almost been 3 years, and he's replaced it like 5 times. And I'm like, bro, like, do I want to give this guy $1,000 to fucking replace some shit is it gonna keep breaking again? And he's just gonna keep say if I have him replace the AC stuff, what if that shit does? It's like the same story. It keeps busting, and he keeps. How good of a mechanic is this guy? I don't know, but he has 5 stars on fucking Google.
Yeah, but if he's not trying to recharge you, I don't think it's like a dishonesty thing. It might
Yeah,
be,
I
it
think
might
it's
be
a
skill
tricky
thing.
Yeah, but I think it might be one of those things where like, you know how sometimes some shit's tricky. You know what I mean? Or like maybe the stock part.
It's just known.
Maybe the aftermarket part just isn't holding up as good as that stock part did or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
No, but
I don't know, bro.
I know that no AC woes of summer, man.
Yeah, so the funny part is like I go back and forth. Like some days I'm like, oh, it's not too bad, I can live with it. Or some days I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go hand this guy my $1,000. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck this shit.
Well, we haven't even gotten in the thick of it. It's just barely starting to get up in these temperatures, you know? Like, so.
Yeah, but it usually doesn't. Once it hits 100 or like 102, 103, like there's probably only a handful of days like that.
But
out
think
of the
about
summer.
how hot fucking last summer was. Last summer was fucked up, man. It was
I don't
like,
even remember.
It was a bunch of more days than usual that was really hot.
Yeah.
I remember. But
No, yeah, it's been pretty rough, but I go back and forth.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I'm like, or should I just get another car? You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's $1,000. That's a good little chunk to another vehicle
Yeah.
as well. So,
Yeah.
But then I think too, even if I get another vehicle, I'm gonna want to keep this one. So I don't know why I'm bullshitting. I need to just take it in and get it fixed. So
yeah, and like you were saying, how like some days it's like I could deal with this, and then like there's certain situations like you're driving to work after work. It's like you've already had a hot sweaty day, so it's like I could fucking sweat in the car on the way home. But it's
Well-
like
well, that's the thing,
when you want to
too,
go out at night, and you're fucking dressed up or whatever, and you don't want to get to your destination all fucking swamp ass,
yeah, the thing is though, honestly, like I don't sweat. Like I'm so acclimated to the kitchen.
You're lucky man.
I sweat when I balloon. No lie. I sweat massively when I balloon. But I'm so acclimated to the kitchen and like being like if I'm in an oven, I don't sweat. The
Yeah.
sun makes me sweat. Sounds weird. But like I do understand what you're saying, but like I think because I've worked in kitchens all my life, I feel like I'm acclimated more to the heat than a regular person because it feels like you're in an oven all day long,
Yeah.
And it's weird though because I work with these new kids that I hire, kids that have been working with me for 2 or 3 years, bro, and a couple of them are bigger dudes.
Yeah.
And these fools are pouring sweat, bro. And it makes me laugh because I'm looking at them and I'm just like, damn, like what's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
It's really weird how my body, maybe this is crazy, sounds crazy. My body is acclimated to the kitchen, bro. And it's funny because like I don't sweat, but I slam water all day and I don't pee. So like my body works the water in a certain way, bro. I don't know how to explain it.
You're internally dehydrated.
It's weird. It's like it's like but I'm slamming water. It's not like I just drink one. Like I'm slamming water through the day,
Yeah.
and usually I pee like a regular person, like once or twice, 3 times, 4 times through the whole day. Whereas I think if a normal person was at home drinking the amount of water I was drinking, they
Yeah.
would fucking just be pissing
flushing
like
them.
crazy. But my body is weird. It has acclimated, and you know, I think it's 30 years of being in the fucking heat every fucking day. You know,
Yeah.
so
No, there's something to that.
but
sure.
so I see it both. I feel both ways. Like I was telling you, I go back and forth. So sometimes I'm like, I deserve to have a nice, cool car on my way home. And then, but then on the other hand, I'm like, it doesn't really bother me as bad as a normal person, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the one of the most aggravating things is like the sweaty back.
Ballooning though, dog, I can relate totally to what you're saying on that. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you can go anywhere after that shit, bro. I'm like, I'm ringed out, dude. I sweat so much when I balloon. My hat's and so now I've been wearing the sweatband, of course, and
Yeah.
still though that gets saturated.
Yeah.
Dude, my hat gets so saturated. If I lean over, bro, it's just going out of my bill.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
That's on the pack up though, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's where all that water's coming out.
You build it up all
Yeah.
week and then you go balloon and fucking comes out. But yeah, man.
But it's been too hot. I will give you that the last few days. Like once you start getting into those past 95s, once you're past 95 and then especially you get to that 100, it's just too hot. It's almost like the house, like yesterday, my house was having a hard time keeping cool. Like it was struggling a little bit. It was still fine, you know, cool enough.
Yeah.
But like by 4 o'clock, the sun was doing a number.
Yeah.
Did you notice? I don't know if it was like this where you were at, but like at night when the sun went down, like we're talking like 9 or 10, when I'd go outside, the wind had picked up and it was blowing that 100-degree air, and it felt crazy. I was like,
Last night?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
no, I
it was
wasn't- I
blowing
wasn't out
fucking
at all.
hot air. I was like, this is crazy because usually the wind's gonna kind of cool down the.
Honestly, I was in after work and I didn't go back out, and it's fucking all hazy and dusty. It makes sense that it was windy. I was like, why is there so much fucking dust in here out there? I can't even see the mountain. It's all hazed out. But yeah, I didn't even know it got windy.
Yeah, it was like blowing. It was like blow dryer air, is what I'm saying. It's like usually the wind, you're like, oh, a fresh gust of wind in this hot ass day. It was like someone was hitting you with the blow dryer. Dog. I was like, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, fuck, maybe we're in for a whole summer of that. Hopefully not.
I don't know,
Nice
but
when
it was
starts raining.
It wasn't just us though, because there was like a heat wave that was coming through, like California, Arizona, Nevada, and we were included in that. They never talk about us on the national weather, and it's like this heat wave is showed, and it's like even down in Albuquerque. So
They're all down in Mexico.
down in Albuquerque, Mexico.
I have this funny memory, and I think when I think of heat waves, like you said, a heat wave like through Cali and shit like that. Do you remember that episode of Hey Arnold? I don't know if you watched a lot of Hey Arnold.
Never
but,
watched it.
There's an episode of Hey Arnold, and they're in New York. It's a cartoon, but they're located in New York, and it's a huge heat wave, bro. And it's like the whole episode is just about how, like, I guess in I think we've talked about this too in Cali, but I guess everybody's trying to use their AC units, so the power shuts off because there's too much electricity trying to be run. So then they're real fucked so in New York they let off the fire hydrants, bro, and people could just go and fucking play in the water and shit. But in the episode, it's a funny episode. Everybody's trying to find ice, and everywhere's sold out of ice, bro. And fucking finally he gets ice, and fucking by the time he gets home, it's melted. You know, but
Bag of water.
it shows a day in a life of a heat wave in New York, and it was pretty wild how like different places do different things, but like they let the fire hydrants out over there. I thought that's pretty.
I've never been there, but they get that heat in the summer, and then they have a lot of humidity too.
Oof. Yeah, sticky. Ugh. You been somewhere humid, yeah? Like vacation or something before or no?
Yeah,
That's crazy, huh? How that works?
yeah, it's different beast. I couldn't live in a climate where it was hot and humid.
No, I wouldn't care for that.
It's like
It's too sticky, man.
It's that, and it's you just shower, and it's just like it's just like you get out of the shower and you're fucking.
It's so
like,
irritating to me when that, because even though it's dry, but like when it's super hot, even I'm noticing now, like say like in the morning before balloon, say it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, I wake up, I take a hot shower, like too hot, And when I get out, I get dressed right away, and I start sweating, and I can't. I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna be all like, I couldn't imagine somewhere humid. By the time you get to work, you're just all sweated out.
Yeah, no, there was who I heard this story somewhere. This person they would have to take like a second shower like when they got to fucking
To work?
to work.
Yeah. So it's funny. So I've only really known one person from Florida that I worked with closely, and
You told me this
his
story.
name was John, but he worked at a stadium. And he was like the top guy, like a huge stadium that did concerts and
Yeah,
all
it was-
kinds
it
of
was
shit.
you that
But,
told me this
so he had a nice office.
Yeah.
That being said, he had like a private restroom with the shower. But he told me that he would take another shower when he got to work. He lived in Florida.
That's stupid. Don't even take the first shower. Just take the second shower.
I think the second's probably more of a rinse, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're in a hurry, you know?
And then they're loud
I don't
enough
think
and
you're
shit.
in there. Yeah, like fucking.
Fuck.
Fucking Joe. Don't even take the first shower.
Eliminate.
He's getting in the crevices
first.
on the first one, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Fucking what was I gonna say?
The heat will get you, though.
Yeah, but
Man, you smoking this morning?
I'm just rusty, man.
What's up with the movie you texted me about?
Oh, did you have a chance to see it?
No, I didn't get to see it, and
Okay.
I will see it, but talk about it. I don't care. I seen the preview, you know.
So the preview,
What's the kind of the, you know, what's the?
So I went into this movie completely blind. I had just heard about it secondhand. It's the directors of it. They made that movie Talk to Me. Did you ever see that one? I know we talked about it. It's the one with the hand. There's like a
I
hand.
have not, but I've always wanted to. But I always kind of forget about it. I need to look that movie up and see where it's available.
So these directors, they're Australian. So like that Talk to Me takes place in Australia. This movie, Bring Her Back, takes place in Australia.
Okay.
The first their first big movie was the Talk to Me one, and it came out last year, and they have like the hand, and it's like a game, and the teenage, you know, they grab the hand and like puts them into a trance.
Yeah.
And
I really wanted to see that one. Sorry to cut you off. I remember it not doing so well. Is that correct?
I didn't care for it really.
You seen it?
I seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not in the theater. We watched it. This is how unforgettable it was. I was telling my chick before we went and watched this one, I was like, oh, we got to watch this one. She's like, we fucking watched it. And I was like,
damn.
and I was like, she started explaining it, and I was like, we did watch that movie. And I was like, I didn't care for it that much.
That's surprising coming from you too.
Yeah.
Like, but like you said, that's pretty wild. Okay.
There was just some off-putting part. Like the concept of it was cool, but there was this butch lesbian character in it, and it has nothing to do with her being a butch lesbian, but she was just very off-putting. Like the entire movie, like her presence on the screen just aggravated the shit out of me.
Okay.
So, luckily she wasn't in this fucking movie. It's not one of those deals where like the directors use the same
Get
actors.
up and leave. Joe
Yeah.
Cena. He's like,
Oh, this bitch, I'm out. So, that movie, it was a good concept, but it just was, I don't know, it was forgettable for sure. But I had heard that this Bring Her Back movie was like a fucking crazy, twisted fucking movie, right? So, didn't watch any trailers for it. Had good. I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes. It had good Rotten Tomatoes score. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So, if you're gonna watch it, I don't want to give too much away. But basically, it's this brother and sister. Their parents get killed, and they have to go like into foster care.
Oh, man.
And it's like an older brother and his younger sister, right? Well, they end up with this lady, and she has like a good reputation. She used to work for like the child services and like this and that, right? Well, they end up with this lady, and like at first she's like super nice and like, oh, like really welcoming, and then like things start to get fucking crazy. And it turns out it's hard not to give anything away, but it's a short. It's only an hour and a half. It's nice and tight. You know, I hate these long fucking movies where you got to sit there for 2.5 fucking hours, and like there's too much shit that could be taken out. You know, and it's not a tight story, but man, they redeemed themselves, these directors, from that first flick, and like there's some shit in this when you're like, I don't know about you, but like you're sitting, you're like fucking just waiting for some, like you're what you're watching, you're like, oh man, this is fucked up.
Wow.
But it's fucking, it's one of the better movies I've seen in a long time for sure. Bring Her Back. It's in theaters now. I wouldn't say it's one that you necessarily need to see in the theater.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be coming out to watch at home soon.
Probably wait then.
But it's it was fucking good, man. Like the acting was good, the story was good. There's parts in it where you're just like, this is fucking crazy what I'm seeing.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
But yeah, Bring Her Back.
Bring Her Back.
Went and watched Sinners for a second time in the theater. I had been thinking about it like nonstop since the first time I watched it. So I actually took my mom to watch it because I thought she might like it.
Yeah.
And there were some parts like, fuck, why did I take my mom to watch this shit?
Yeah.
When he's going down on her in the bar, and he's like, "Let me try this on you." Yeah. I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
But it was just as good the second time. I was like, "Fuck." There was a bunch of shit. There was a bunch of shit like that I didn't really catch in the dialogue the first time I watched it. Like how they talk. You know how they fought in World War I, right? Yeah. They talk about it a lot more than I caught on the first time. Maybe I just wasn't fucking listening good the first time. But like they're throughout the whole first part of the movie, they like bring it up a bunch how they fought in the war, and just little shit in the dialogue that I noticed. It was still cool as fuck the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very good one. I noticed it's for rent now.
I saw that
streaming.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
That's a good movie though, for sure.
Are you big into buying now that it's like everybody has the reserve seating? Do you buy tickets online or do you get them in person?
I buy online every time.
So you swallow that fee they add on there.
What is it? Yeah, correct.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's a few bucks, no?
So it's like a few bucks per ticket. Okay. So it can be. So do you use Fandango or do you buy it straight from the
straight from
their?
But I have the Rio Century. I have the little thing where I think I get a ticket a month, and it's 20% off the concession.
So you have that, okay?
Yeah.
And you like it?
I have it on like auto pay.
Okay.
And, but I guess I do like it. That being said, because makes it feel like it's not such a big hit when it's time to go to the movies.
Yeah. Regal has one too.
Yeah.
And we've been going to Regal more because they're finishing up that construction they've been doing for fucking ever. They still don't have the IMAX or the RPX open yet, but they
Conwood?
No, Windrock.
Windrock. I'm sorry, I meant to say Windrock. I was thinking Windrock.
So before they didn't have recliners. Well,
Correct.
now they're that's what this construction's been going on.
That.
So for Sinners and for Bring Her Back, got to check out the recliners. Nice recliners.
Okay.
Super comfy. But the one thing I'm gonna go on a little sidetrack here. The one thing I don't like is when you start to recline. You know, like at 24, it raises the legs first and then the back goes back. So you can sit in an upright position with the legs up before the back starts to go down. Does that make sense? At the Windrock, it does it simultaneously. Wow. So there's no this might be some nitpicking shit, but like, yeah. So like, if you want to kind of still sit up, you can't put the legs all the way up. You kind of do it like half.
I can't think of the name, but what's the other branch? And there's only two of them. There's one, the old
Icon.
The Icon is a double button.
No shit. I've never been to an Icon.
Yeah, so there's I'm kind of going.
No, let's go down that road.
Icon's the double button, and they have a plastic thing that goes like that.
Oh yeah, okay,
so
yeah.
Someone's like kind of bothering, hit them with.
I don't want to see you.
Yeah. So you're like this,
Yeah.
Covered.
Yeah.
Nada.
Yep.
But if you don't want it, have it open.
Yeah.
Your girl, yeah, not in general. Anytime you hit your girl with the,
Not today.
yeah,
So yeah, so that's whatever. I don't really care for that aspect, but I will say that it's like the seats themselves are really nice.
okay. I've been hearing that they're doing some stuff over there, and in my head, I'm like, are they changing the seats?
Yep. They were we had talked about that
A bunch of times.
before. But
Bunch of times.
and then the other thing that they did, now that they have the recliners, so like when you go to like IMAX or XD or you can't see the rows in front of you because there's like a wall, right?
It's nice.
So even on the regular smaller theaters at the Windrock, they built it like that.
Okay.
So like you can't see
Separation.
shit in front of you. Like there's a wall there.
I like that.
I do too. 100%.
Because it's just less irritation. It's less chances.
Those
for
fuckers can be
irritation.
on their phone and you won't even notice.
Yeah.
You won't see no lights. You won't have to fucking karate chop popcorn. Fucking.
Kung Fu Panda.
So that's nice. So they're not done with it yet though. They still haven't. They've done like it's 16 theaters. I think they've finished like 8 of them.
I have to go check it out. So they're only viewing in the ones that are done. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when you like look at their movie listings, even though it's 16 screens, they'll only have like 8 movies showing.
Yeah.
Or
So back to the online purchasing.
Yes. This is what
I
we're
feel
getting
like
to.
I'm forced into it because
with that subscription, you have to.
no. I'm saying, say if you don't even have that, say like I feel like you're getting kind of forced into it because I'm apprehensive. I'm not going to get a good seat.
Exactly. I'm very picky.
I'll pay my $3. God dang it!
I'm very picky when it comes to the seating for sure.
So I could see maybe. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
So I could see maybe if we're like, oh fuck, what are you doing? Oh, I ain't doing shit. Damn, let's go see a movie. Okay, cool. Let's go over there and then do it that way. Is
Yeah.
cool, But if we're like,
How
next
often
Thursday-
are you spontaneous
Never,
like that though?
never.
Exactly.
Never. So it's like next Thursday we're gonna go watch this flick coming out.
Exactly.
We better get a seat, dog, because I gotta break your neck.
So this is the new move. This is the new move because I'm the same way. But
Okay.
man, you go on a discount day,
Man.
and those
Two tickets
those
is $6.
Those
That's-
surcharges eat up that discount.
That's like another ticket almost, Like if you have to pay $6, $7, $8 in surcharges.
Yeah, but like when my mom and I went and watched we went on the discount day, and I bought them online. And that was the last straw because I look at the prices.
Kills your discount.
Kills your discount. It still came out to $21.
What day is that?
Tuesday.
You could be safe on a Tuesday though, maybe, going to see like a movie, especially like Sinners had been out, but like
It depends on the theater though.
yeah, it all depends.
Because I notice on discount day, Century.
Oh yeah,
Century's-
discount day gets busy. You're
Century's hopping on discount day. So the thing with the Regal, right, at the Windrock, they do discount days on Tuesdays too, but it's only for Regal Crown Club members.
right. Okay.
So if you don't have a Regal Crown Club, you pay full price.
Cottonwood
Is the same.
is the place to go to get tickets there, I think, because there's a lot of times where those theaters aren't so full.
Yeah.
Probably go there and buy tickets there.
At the time of the
Be all
movie.
right. It all depends. It all depends
Okay.
on like the if the movie's new. I think that has a lot to do with it because it's going to be packed the first weekend.
Yeah.
But
So this is the new move here that I'm going to be working into my repertoire.
Okay.
So going in person to the theater up to days before and buying the tickets
Now you got it.
in person.
now you got it. That's
and
what I'm
you're
gonna
and
do.
you're good.
Now you got it.
All you got to do is just swing by there, pick up your tickets 1
Yep.
day, 2 days before.
If it's on the way.
I'm actually going to do it today.
If it's on the way,
because we're gonna go watch How to Train Your Dragon, us
Yeah.
and her family tomorrow night. So I'm gonna go today, and I'm gonna buy all the tickets, and we'll be good. We'll be golden.
Yeah.
and we won't have to eat
especially
that
if
fucking
you're gonna
fee.
buy a bunch of tickets,
Yeah.
though, that makes it worth it. But
Yeah.
like, you're gonna buy, one ticket, it don't matter.
Yeah. So
I was just thinking that because I was like, my cousin boy, he takes 5, 6, 7 people to the movies, times $3. Wow. Yeah.
No,
Now
yeah.
you're getting into $40 of surcharges.
Just in the surcharges, exactly. So
like that's what today your situation, you know.
Yeah.
But like, damn, that's your popcorn right there, buddy. Shit. You
Yeah.
know? Fuck.
But yeah, so be doing that going forward. I think I'm gonna be using that theater more because it's honestly it's the closest one. You know, in 24,
It's not far from you at all.
no, in 24, there's nothing wrong with that theater. You know, especially because they have the XD and they haven't opened the IMAX yet back up at the Winrock. So, yeah.
I heard they're opening up a new Flicks that way.
Oh, it already
That's-
opened.
It did?
Yeah, so it's up there by Hinkle. Remember the theater that was next to Hinkle?
Yeah.
It's already open.
Wow.
Yeah.
United Artist.
Yeah, old school.
day.
But I've still never been to a Flicks. But yeah, now there's one up there
Nice.
close to me. That should relieve a lot from this one that you like to go to, because now
I haven't been in so long, but
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I for a while there, I was enjoying going there.
Yeah, but it should be a lot less busy because now not everybody's having to travel from the east side to the west side.
The Flicks, because they got kind of like a counter kind of set up, and then there's a small aisle for the worker to walk up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're saying on the XDs, like you can't see. It's a big old step, so you can't see the people really like in
Yeah.
front of you too well.
Their theaters look big when you look at like the seating map. Like it looks, their theaters look like
Theirs
really
don't
big.
recline backwards though.
Oh, okay. Can't
Pretty sure.
Can't eat your nachos and lay down.
Nah.
Okay.
I'd probably do that on purpose now that you say it like
Buffalo
that.
chicken sandwich. some fat fuck chokes on his fucking
Yeah, that.
on
Oh,
his
shit.
fucking slice of pie.
Yep. They're like, you can't, do not lay down and eat. No.
But yeah, so
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to go check it out over there. And then I'm going to have to use your move on the ticket purchasing one day. Check it out.
yeah, I think
Not
that's
too shabby.
I think that's the way to go. You're right. If you're going by there, you already know in advance what you're doing, what time, how many you need.
Yeah. If it works out like that, it's good.
But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon
Yeah.
tomorrow.
They're on no buying early tickets in person.
Fuck you. You come back
They're like,
tomorrow.
you're like looking at your receipt, like, what's a early purchase fee? No, or some shit.
right? Before 24 hours, it's
funny.
fucking $1.50.
Wow.
But Regal has their own version of that subscription, and I was actually thinking about it. But that's the thing, right? So like, it's for one ticket. It's for just you. It'd be nice if they had a subscription
for
fee
you.
where they had like you get.
So they roll over.
You get two. Oh yeah, if you don't
If you
use
don't
them.
use it, and I mean, honestly, like, there's months where I don't go.
But bro,
so-
there's I don't know if you know what's coming.
have
There's
the
there's a
tickets.
bunch of fucking movies coming out in the next 3 months. Like there's a movie like every fucking week that I want to see that's coming out in the
there's
next.
been
in the
some
next
good ones too.
yeah. So that's another reason I was like, maybe since
Gearing up.
since we're gonna be going to so many movies, it might be good.
Subscribe.
But like,
Turn it off and on.
so my girl and I would both have to get the subscription. You know, it'd be
get
like
your own.
free ticket for me, not for you.
You get your own. But you get at the other one I know that I have, it's 20% off a concession.
Yeah, I think
that's not
I think
bad.
theirs has something built into it like that too.
It's not bad. It's
But
not bad.
but it would be good if they had like a subscription tier where it's like 2 tickets, 2 free tickets, maybe like $5 more a
Family,
month.
you want the family pack.
Family plan.
Yeah. They're like, we can go every 4 months to a movie.
But yeah, I've been getting a little bit more excited about the theater experience, you know, trying to get back into it. Until I have a bad experience and somebody pisses me off, then I'm like, I don't know, fucking.
Yeah, I know what I'm getting myself into. It's a crapshoot, you know. Some are good, and sometimes you get a good three movie stint where you're like,
Yeah.
damn, and like you're saying, and then
Yeah.
you just don't let your guard down, get too humble, man.
Yeah. And then it's summer, so it's even worse. So these little fuckers are out running around, you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing to do is be at the movies, you know? So that's
Yeah.
another thing. Why do the fucking good movies got to come out when these little fuckers aren't in school? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, don't go to the movie if you don't want to be there to watch the movie. It's like so simple. But it is what it is. I watched that new Captain America. It's on Disney.
Okay.
It's called Brave New World.
Brave New World.
It's not that good.
It's kind of what I had heard from the reviews on it. I didn't watch it. When it comes to Marvel, I'm way behind the eight ball on it. Like I've missed like the last like 6 or 7 Marvel movies.
I couldn't tell you if I seen him or I didn't see him.
Harrison. Well, you've seen more than I have. You've seen those Ant-Man movies. I never saw any of those.
Those ones are pretty good.
You saw the Doctor Strange.
The Ant-Mans are pretty good. I've seen the Doctor Stranges, but I don't remember them. Like there must not be good. Like I think the second one was better.
Okay.
Strange. Yeah. The Ant-Mans are good, I'm not gonna lie. The Ant-Mans are pretty good.
I've only seen the first one.
That actor's pretty cool. But the second one is damn good. The Wasp and
Ant-Man and Wasp, yeah.
That one's good, bro. But nothing's better than the Guardians on those, you know. But I saw the Captain America. It's for free on Disney. But it's, you know, it's okay to watch it at the house, you know, but it's nothing special.
How do you feel about the dude is the new Captain America?
I think I'll kick his ass, you know, so I don't really like him that much. But I'm just playing.
He flies, man.
I'm just playing. No, I don't think he does it justice, really, just cause I don't like the switching of the shit, but it is what it is. But it's not really a replacement though.
No, he
takes over.
Yeah, he took over.
So, but I just don't. I don't know, man. I think he needs to be buffer. He's not scary.
He wasn't. That's
scary.
what you said about the new Batman.
Edward?
Twilight.
Oh, I'll smash that guy. I don't know. The black dude might kick my ass personally, but dude, I'll fucking kick Edward's ass. Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
is some Red Hulk or some shit.
Red Hulk, dog.
Yeah.
What you know about the Red Hulk?
Nothing. And I know there was one.
Yeah. So he's because the actor who played that general died in real life, so that's another character switch. Shit. That General Ross or whatever, he was in the Avengers movies, like small parts, but like the dude passed away in real life. Yeah, so like Harrison Ford took his part.
Oh, that's Harrison Ford. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's not a completely brand new character.
Harrison Ford sucks. In that movie, that new shit, I don't know.
What is he? Do you think I think he's kind of overrated. I'll agree on that. He hasn't done nothing in a long fucking time. Indiana Jones was a long fucking time ago, man.
And those are cool.
Han Solo,
they're cool.
Han Solo was a long time ago.
Honestly, when you watch the Indiana Joneses, he's not the toughest guy in those either. He's a professor. He's tough because he's a professor. That's kind of, but like he's not
he's tough for a scientist.
Yeah, exactly. And he kind of even admits that because I've seen all those movies because they have some new ones even. But it's funny because he kind of is a badass, but he's a badass for being a professor, is what it is. Yeah. It's not like he's a fucking badass.
That one scene's pretty gangster when he the dude's like swinging his sword and wants to do a sword fight, and he just pulls out his gun and shoots him. Fucking, you know what I mean? Remember that?
No, that's funny though.
Yeah.
Is that a bitch move though?
He ain't got time, man. He's on the run in that scene. He's trying to flee the city.
Got no time. Yeah, they bring a fucking sword fight, not to the gunfight.
And then I think the last movie I saw Harrison Ford in that I was like, damn, Harrison Ford. Air Force One. You remember that one? That was a good one.
Of course, yeah.
That was a good one.
Like the pod is empty. No,
right.
He sends down the.
There's like an escape. My family.
There's a quick escape pod or something, and they think he falls down in it, but they open it and it's all empty. He's still up there getting crazy.
Imagine if he would have. That was been the end
flick.
Of the movie.
I like.
He just leaves his fucking wife and daughter on the plane. He just dips out. That's the plan, right? They just want him just to dip out by himself. Yep. The pod ain't for the family.
That shit's funny.
Have you seen Karate Kid?
No.
Damn, EJ.
No. And I haven't heard one fucking word about it, to be honest with you.
Really?
I wouldn't even. But if you didn't text me, I wouldn't even know it's out, bro. That's how. What's going on with it?
I heard it got pretty positive reviews, so you should go check it. I mean, 'cause you're a super fan, but yeah, I heard Jackie Chan's good in it.
I'll probably wait till it comes out.
I heard the one thing I heard, and I don't know if this is so much of a spoiler, but Ralph Macchio, I heard he's like barely in the movie. They advertise it like he's fucking all in it, but like he's barely in it.
Kind of makes sense.
It's mainly Jackie Chan and the kid, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
I don't know why I haven't heard not one a word. I hadn't seen it on Facebook. Not one. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So weird. I'm going to watch it, though, for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to watch it, but usually I be hearing things or seeing a fucking the trailers popping up and flyers or this or that. Like,
Yeah.
nothing, dude. I haven't heard one fucking word. It's weird.
Yeah. So you haven't seen nothing else in the theater?
No, nothing in the theaters.
Okay. Not since Lilo.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing in the theater since that. I've been watching some shit at home. I watched. I've been like on a '90s binge, but for some new stuff, I watched Minecraft.
With
That movie with Jack Black.
Jack Black? Is
Yeah,
it good?
because it's free. You know, no,
Is it good? No,
it's not
garbage.
that good. Maybe if you're a kid or whatever. I wasn't too into it.
Because that movie has a huge
Not a
following.
Minecraft guy.
That game, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the subject matter that they made the movie out of.
I seen this scary movie called Rosario. It's a horror flick, and it wasn't that good.
Sounds familiar.
It wasn't that good.
I told you I started watching and I'm just kind of doing an episode here and there. I'm not like I'm not even deep into it, but King of the Hill.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning.
It's crazy, bro. Like I was telling you through the text, when we were kids, bro, that show, I don't know if just the humor was above my head or what, but like it was one of those things where I was like, because I remember trying to watch it. I remember when it came out on Sundays, you know, behind The Simpsons and like Married with Children, and like it was in that lineup, and it was just it was one of those shows where I was just like, I don't think I got it, to be honest.
Yeah, I honestly though, like this could be one part about it, when you're young, like you're saying, how it could have been over your head, but like I think one part about it is I don't know if you relate more when you have family like that. Like I got family from Oklahoma, like, and that's kind of like fucking some of those guys. Like that's what that shit reminds you of.
Yeah.
Or like your uncle been talking like that to you since you were a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think some of that has something to do with it.
For sure.
But if you're from New Mexico and you ain't never seen a redneck, and then you or not ever been around the culture, and
Yeah.
then you watch that, I could see how you could be like, this is weird. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but no, it's definitely fucking funny, and the writing's really good. The early on, I'm barely in the first season. The animation's pretty shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I mean, it looks exactly like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
You know, isn't there some kind of crossover there?
There
with
is.
King of the
So
Hill and Beavis and
supposedly,
Butthead.
I don't know if you remember, after the Beavis and Butthead, the series was real popular. They made a movie called Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yes.
Well, Hank Hill, the character that they made Hank's character off of, they go to a trailer park in that at one point in that movie, and the guy that comes out is Hank, and he kind of he has the same voice and
Yeah.
kind of so they say that they made it off of that character.
No
but
shit.
if
Okay,
you
that
watch
makes sense.
it, it's a little different. So like me, I'm like, what do you mean? It's like two different characters, but the idea of it comes from that fucking guy. Supposedly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's the same creator. He
He's
did.
in a trailer park and like
Yeah.
King of the Hill, like the dude has a house and like
Yeah.
he's the most responsible one is Hank. And then like in Beavis and Butthead Do America, they kind of make it seem like this dude's like this redneck fuck that lives in a trailer, but it's the same voice as Hank.
Yeah.
So they say that's what the
Okay,
the
just
spit.
the idea.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's the same creator, Mike Judge. He did Beavis and Butthead. He did King of the Hill. Have you ever seen the movie Office Space? It's like a cult classic,
Yeah.
very popular movie. So he did
Maybe
that.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
It's pretty funny. And then Silicon Valley, which is a newer show. It's not on anymore, but it came out in like in the last 10 years. It was on HBO. Really good show from the creators of all these.
And that's the guy from Albuquerque, right?
Mike Judge.
Well, he's the creator of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I think I had heard that.
So it's to the point though of like he went to Highland High School, and Beavis and Butthead were his two friends at Highland High School.
That's fucking crazy. I heard this. I haven't heard this in a very long time, but I remember hearing that.
So this is true. Yeah. Yeah. So literally, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Mike Judge was raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. While he was born in Ecuador. His family moved to Albuquerque when he spent his formative years.
Yeah, went to Highland High School. I know I keep saying that, but it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, and then so that's the Beavis and Butthead's based on his homies.
Damn. It's crazy.
It's fucking insane, huh? I didn't know he did all that other shit that you're naming off.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like tripped out. Like, damn, that dude, he's got it going on.
They moved back to Albuquerque in 1969. That's how long ago that was. Wow.
Yeah, pretty fucking cool, man.
That is cool. But no, I'll keep plugging away at it. It's not something where I'm going to sit down and watch 3 episodes at a time. But it tripped me out because in the very first episode, let me see what year the first episode came out in. Because in the very first, 97. So in the very first episode of King of the Hill, bro, they're talking about global warming. And they're actually using those terms, global warming. And I had never fucking heard about that.
Wow. That's
way back
early,
then.
yeah.
That's fucking early.
Wow.
And Hank tells, what's his name? He's like, if I end up having to drive an electric car, I'm going to kick your ass. He told him or something. Yeah.
You know what's cool about Hank is that fucker has his rules in his head and he don't break them for nobody, bro. Like fucking, he's a bad motherfucker. Like I just one straight up, like he don't cook with nothing but propane because that's his business, fucking propane. So there's I don't know if you've seen it. There's an episode of where the mom and the son get addicted to charcoal burgers because they went to a barbecue at the neighbor's house. So they're sneaking
story.
around the town trying to eat charcoal burgers, and he busts them, and he's all like fucking like if she's cheating on him, bro. Oh, Peggy, fucking, it's funny, bro. Yeah. He smells them. He's like, what the fuck?
You've been cooking with hickory, bitch.
Yep. This fucker, he lives by his rules, bro. It's funny. Alamo beer, he don't want to drink any other fucking brand. There's an episode of where they can't find Alamo beer. It's pretty funny, bro.
So wrapping back around on this King of the Hill thing, it's coming back for its 14th season, and it's going to pick up right where it left off. Well, not right where it left off because they're older now. And I like that how they aged the characters accordingly.
Yeah, usually they never do that.
Yeah.
They keep everything the same on the cartoons.
Yeah.
No matter how old, how many years go by.
So I like that. The whole reason that we had started talking about this was that the guy who played what was his name? Redfoot? What was his name?
No. It's not Redfoot. I don't know why I can't think of it.
But he was murdered last week by his neighbor, which is fucked up, to say the least. And
Redcorn. John Redcorn. So you know the story of him, right?
So I got the gist of it just from the first episodes. So fucking.
So he hangs out a little bit in the neighborhood, but he's Dale's wife is having an ongoing affair with this fucking
and
native
Dale's
guy.
son clearly is Native American, and he does.
And he's Dale's best friend, that native guy.
Yeah.
Even though he's good friends with all these other guys, he says that John Redcorn's his best friend.
Fucking, that's wild, man.
It comes out
so in the first or second episode, he comes to pick up his wife. And and they're going to go do something
she's got to go get railed out, all happy all the time
by fucking Redcorn.
John Redcorn,
don't get that cob. So in the episode, she tells Dale, she's like, John's gonna pick me up and he's gonna take me to go do something fucking totally unnecessary. And he's like, have fun, honey. And she goes and gets in the truck all happy, and they take off.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
It comes out in season maybe 6 or 7 or 8 or something. It all comes to a point.
Yeah. But just that subtle thing in the background that you just, well, of course you know what's going on, but they never address it. The fucking son's fucking native. It's wild.
My boy.
Yeah. Damn, you got some good impressions from King of the Hill. You sounded like fucking Hank earlier. Got that Dale down too.
Fucking Dale. Those are good ones. Bobby's punk ass.
Yeah, I'd have to say he's the most annoying one. I think
he's supposed to be though.
Yeah, I get it.
Hank's always all pissed off. He's a little bitch for his son.
Half retarded. And then Luann, her voice is a little obnoxious too. But
yeah. Have you seen her boyfriend yet?
No.
That's some funny shit. She gets this fucking goofball ass boyfriend, bro. You know what I saw that I didn't tell you about? And it's been a minute since I saw it. We've done a couple podcasts, but it's streaming on something, Trap about that serial killer that's in that stadium.
Oh yeah, with Josh Hartnett. Is it good? That's M. Night Shyamalan.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's worth a watch.
Okay. I remember when it came out.
It's a thriller. It's okay, but bro, it's silly. Hard and it's kind of silly because by the end, it's kind of like just too like I don't know. You have to watch it, but you see what I mean. By the end, it's like I think they didn't know where to fucking go with it. Like by the end,
Too unbelievable.
You know?
They just kind of like started.
But it has you on the edge of your seat, thriller, like
Yeah.
until like, and then it's just in.
Yeah. No, I mean
ends a little.
the concept of it seemed cool, but it's
Yeah.
like I saw this video kind of breaking it down, and it's kind of silly. Like one of the silly parts that I saw just from like them talking about the clips. He's just kind of like wandering around and like talking to all the cops that are looking for him, and like talking to the security guard, and the security guard's giving him all kinds of information about like what's going on.
He's trying to figure, because like so what happens is he kind of figures out what's going on, but he needs to get the fuck out of there now. As there's a point like in the movie, and so he's trying to fucking get out without being seen. But there's fucking every doorway and every exit and entrance is.
So I'm assuming that he's like a crazy serial killer, right? But like nobody's ever seen his fucking face ever.
No, like related to the serial killer stuff.
Then how do they know what the fuck who they're looking for in a stadium full of fucking? They're just gonna manually check everybody as they leave the.
I
fucking...
forget. There's somehow that they know that. Well, so he goes to take his daughter to that concert. I forget how they know, but there's something about that. They know that serial killer is going to be at that concert, but they don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's something tied in because they know the daughter is a big fan or something like that. I don't know exactly, but there's a lot to the movie about his daughter being a big fan with the artist. She's a diehard fan of the. It's like a Taylor Swift girl, but
but then that's another thing. Like they know who his daughter is, but they don't know who he is. That's fucking. I don't know, man.
That's not what I'm talking about. I said I don't know, or I don't remember. Is what I'm telling you. So I don't know exactly how it went down, but
I got that. But
that part though isn't they do good on that part because I remember that there's a reason how they know that he's gonna be there.
Yeah. Speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, remember Unbreakable with Bruce Willis? He survives the train wreck.
Yeah.
There's a real life Unbreakable that just happened in real life. Did you hear about this?
No.
So that Air India plane crashed like a few days ago. Fucking one dude survived the fucking plane crash.
I heard that because there's like footage. There's footage right before. I seen a video of it. Says footage right before the crash, and it's inside the plane, and then it says one survivor or something.
One fucking Indian dude survived. You don't hear about that shit on the news. All you hear about all this other fucking nonsense.
I wonder what he has to say.
He's like, I'm Bruce Willis.
That's what I mean. Like, I want to see what he has to say.
Motherfucker's a superhero, man. Better follow him around.
I wonder if he was hurt, even though he survived.
No, he fucking like walked out that bitch. Like, just like the fucking movie.
That's fucking pretty crazy.
Imagine. That's fucked up. How that would fuck with you? Like, you know? I don't know if he's by himself or anybody he had like family with him, but that'd be even worse. But like just the fact that like fucking 90 some people fucking died and you're the only person that fucking walked away.
I was watching this thing about this veteran. It was like this thing they were reading a story. It was some kind of an event where there was a veteran in the audience and they were reading a fucking story about him, and they talked about how he had been in all these crazy battles, but one of the battles he was in, 320 people were fighting and 8 survived, and he was one of the 8. But like that's kind of like what you're saying. It's like what the fuck?
When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Ain't no
hard ass son of a bitch, bro. Been through all kinds of shit and just made it out alive still. Fuck, they're just going off all this shit. He was
all of his.
I was like, yeah, dude, and he was just standing there like ready to get down on some more shit. And he was fucking crazy. It wasn't crying or nothing because like sometimes those guys are like all bawling when they're. Yeah. This guy was just fucking.
Like, I'll do it again,
yeah, bro. I was like, damn.
Did you catch those fights this last weekend? Did you see anything about them?
Yeah, I watched.
Mainly the women's fight.
I watched the women's fight. Yeah, the stream was working really good.
Oh yeah, it was. So you saw Amanda go in there.
I did.
She's coming out of retirement.
I did see that.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. That chick's a beast. I knew Kayla Harrison was gonna win because Juliana Pena, she sucks.
How did fucking Juliana beat Amanda, bro? Like,
It was an off night, bro. When you're the baddest and she's been the baddest for so long, I think she might. I don't know if she might have taken Amanda might have taken Juliana a little lightly or something, but. And that Juliana, she'll always brag about that. Well, I beat her once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm not saying like I know that other chick sucks, but like, what do you think, bro? I think this blonde chick might just fuck Amanda up.
there's a chance that could happen just because Amanda's been gone for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like size wise, when they faced off, I was like, okay, the size is there. You know, she's even though that Kayla Harrison's buff and shit.
She's a little bigger than Juliana, but they're not much, bro. In my head, when you stand Amanda next to Juliana,
Yeah.
she's a little bigger, but it ain't like that fucking blonde chick next to Julie. I mean, she's a little bigger, I'll give you that. But to me, in my head, that blonde chick's still way bigger than Amanda.
Well, not like muscular wise. I'm talking
That
more
bitch look
height.
like Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar in a sports bra. So
She does get sucked up though.
Oh, did you see her for the weigh-in? She looked like she was gonna die. So I'm talking about Amanda's height and her, because Amanda's never been buff. You can never call her like cut up or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I think her reach, her arm length, and Kayla Harrison, she's a judo grappler. You know, that's her base. So her striking isn't on Amanda's level of striking, 100%. So Kayla's game plan is going to be to get that to the mat, just like she did with Juliana, which she did very easily. She just tripped her and took her down. But I think Amanda's better on the ground, too. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt than Juliana was, and I think her striking is better. So if Amanda can keep it on the feet, I think she can knock her out. But that chick, Kayla Harrison's a beast.
It just doesn't. I got to be honest with you, man. Like, and I was a big Amanda fan, but this whole thing doesn't sit well with me. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get what you're saying, the off night, because shit can happen. I mean, I understand how like that happens, and I don't want to take nothing away from Amanda, but to me, it just. Why is everybody so excited? Like, this chick lost her fucking fight before retirement. She's coming in to. I mean, it's like. Juliana did she lost, but this chick didn't blow through her like nothing. I mean, we went into the second round. Shit was going. I mean, I knew she was going to lose, but this chick didn't blow through her in 20 seconds and beat the fuck out of her. You know what I mean? So in my head, I'm just like, is everybody not really looking at the whole picture? This bitch is out of retirement. How long has it never goes well when these people come out of retirement, bro?
So I had to double check this. So I'm gonna.
You get any of the feelings I'm talking about though?
So she didn't go into retirement off a loss.
Okay.
So she lost the Pena fight, and then she came back and rematched Pena and she beat her.
Okay.
And then she had one more fight and then she retired. So she went out on top.
Okay.
So that was the loss. She came back and won, and then her last fight was against Aldana.
And then Juliana won for a fucking.
And Juliana
how'd Juliana end up with the belt?
So it was up for grabs when Amanda Nunes retired. The belt went up,
and then she beat some no-name bitch. Probably.
Exactly. So I don't know, man.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah. So she retired coming in with 2 wins.
I think she has a better chance. I'm not like trying to. I think but I don't know, man.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a big fight. I like the fact that Kayla called her in, you know, to kind of pump up that fight. You know what I mean? It's smart on her part because it's gonna build anticipation. And like you said, I think a lot of people think that Amanda's just gonna come back and fucking just run through her. I don't think that's the case. You know, and I don't got nothing against Kayla Harrison. I like her. You know what I mean? I honestly wouldn't care who wins that fight. I would be happy with either. It'd be cool to see Amanda come back. Am I being too neutral?
No, I just thought of something, but I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh, okay. You can say it. So
you know why I like Amanda?
Huh?
Because even though she's a sicko lesbian and then she's buff and fucks you up and stuff like that, like there's times where I'm like, this chick's hot.
Sickle lesbian.
You know what I mean? There's times where I'm like, she's pretty, like she's hot, like there's different, like Sounds crazy, maybe, but to me, there's times where I see Amanda and she's a beautiful woman. I never see Kayla and think. I always think like, oh, transvestite shit. You know, like, god damn, scary bitch. So that's why I like Amanda, because to me, I like a woman that's still a woman, bro. Like, and that sounds fucked up. Like I said, I didn't even want to say it out loud.
You said the part you didn't want to say.
To me, Amanda's still hot like a woman, bro. And fucking to me, the other chick, Kayla Harrison, is just like scary looking, bro.
Even though Amanda don't want nothing to do with you at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck about any of that. How would I ever fucking be with a celebrity, even if she did fucking like guys? I'm just saying, like, I feel a certain way. I think Amanda's pretty in her face and stuff like that, and even though she's pretty, she's still the fucking top dog, bad as fuck. And then the other chick, you just expect her to roll over everybody, kind of just seeing her. You know what I mean? Does that make that makes more sense of it? I think.
Yeah.
You look at this chick and you think, oh my god, like there's nobody can beat her. She's scary looking. You know what I mean?
See, but then I'm looking past her. I'm looking past Kayla Harrison's looks. AJ, she's a good person. You can tell because
she adopted 2 children. She's such a good person.
It's not even that. Playing. It's not even that. That's a good story too. Her sister
Amanda adopted a kid too, Joe.
No, they had a baby. Her and her lesbian wife. They did the in vitro.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Oh, so how does that work, I wonder? So when the baby comes out, it's yours, or do you have to adopt it?
So they took the egg.
I understand that part.
They took the egg from Amanda.
But it has,
and they took some sperm donation. They put it together and they put it into her wife.
Oh, got you. So really, it's not the wife's. Does the wife have to adopt it when it comes out?
Gotta sign some paperwork.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know where the egg came from.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the egg came from Amanda. They got some sperm from a donor.
I don't know. That baby's kind of white. I don't think that's Amanda's egg.
Put those together. But it is. But see, so the thing with that is, it's not technically the wife's, but it's getting DNA from her because her body is giving the baby nutrition. So her DNA is getting. This is the horrible explanation for this, but it has to have some of her DNA because it's growing in her body. So it has to be getting some nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Flowing through. Yeah, makes sense.
Let that set in.
So for Kayla, you're right. It is a good story because her sister was a drug addict, and she had 2.
That's why mentally, even a surrogate will always be really connected to the baby, bro. You just blew my mind because I never thought about like DNA transfer.
It's not like it's just growing in there unattached from the body. Like it's getting blood supply, it's getting oxygen, it's getting you know what I'm saying?
Getting juices.
All the juice.
All the DNA juice.
Yeah. So like there is some shit that's going into it, even though it's not the egg and the sperm, even though it's not her egg.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, no.
Wow. It's crazy, huh?
Think about that for a minute.
Blew your mind. So going back to Kayla Harrison, her sister was a drug addict. She had 2 kids, and then like she had to give them up. So she adopted her niece and nephew.
That's great.
No, good on her. But that's not the point. What I'm saying is Juliana Pena, before this fight, she was talking so much shit, bro.
Yeah, running her mouth
on steroids.
She sounded embarrassing to me.
That's how she always is. That's why I don't like her. Every time they put a microphone in front of her face, she's fucking cringe. Fucking.
Her face looks a little manly too. I'm not gonna lie. When you get deep in there,
we're almost done.
You know,
we're almost done.
She got like a tight little body, right? But then you like when you get like a good face shot of her, like you like the little dude in there, little chin.
Talking all that shit, you know, and then Kayla beats her ass, and then she was nice to her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to do that.
She's a class act.
She's
a class act.
She could have been
playing
like,
around.
She could have been.
I'm joking around.
I know, but she could have been like, "Fuck you, steroid this." Bitch.
Oh yeah. She could have been fucking slapping her.
Put her in a headlock.
But no, she's a class act. I'll give you that. The way she handled Amanda.
Amanda's a class act and she's a class act. That's why I'm saying I won't be disappointed with
that. Usually leads to a boring fucking fight though.
I don't think so. I think one of them either
not in the cage, but the whole lead up and everything. You know, it's like they're very good. We'll see on Friday night. But anyway, you know what I thought was cool? Old girl said, time for talking's about done. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see you Saturday night, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like fucking, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's when I knew too. She was gonna fuck this bitch up. She's like,
Yeah.
time for talking's over. That's what she said, like
Yeah.
on fucking Friday or whatever the last time they
Press
talked
conference,
to her.
yeah.
And I just thought, I was like, you know, that chick was scared after she told her that, bro. Time for talking's over. We're gonna see you on Saturday night.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good fight. It's
No.
not gonna be till the end of the year, but
She is a class act, though, bro. I'll give you that. Humble.
yeah.
You seen her and Rhonda rolling around?
Yeah, they had the same judo coach.
She's
back in the
Rhonda
day.
was a beast too, no? Okay.
back
Judo.
back then when it came to that. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. We're almost
So
done,
you
man.
know, that being said, that chick, she has a lot of experience.
Yeah. No, she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Rhonda never got a gold medal.
Wow. Casper,
She,
chill.
she did it twice.
Come here.
One last thing before we wrap this up, they announced that Canelo Crawford. It's already been announced, but it's going to be on Netflix for free in September. Hopefully, they got the stream right because when they did that Tyson one, it was all fucked up. Remember when they did the Tyson on Netflix? So hopefully, they better have their shit together. That's going to be the biggest fight in boxing.
But I do remember the big old stink.
Yeah. So can't wait for that. They're doing that smart. They're going to put a bunch of eyes on that. It's going to be big.
Nice.
But yeah, man, we'll wrap this motherfucker up for this week. Thanks for tuning in as always. Brand new episode coming at you soon. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share the shit.
Thanks for tuning in.
AJ and Joe Show. We're out.